the Maryland Terrapins and the Ohio State Buckeyes. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Coach Ryan Day told me before the game he is taking a 1-0 approach. Even though this team is on a 5-game winning streak and they have an unranked opponent coming into town today, he said all we have to do is keep going 1-0 all year long. If we keep a week-by-week focus, we'll look up and be in the college football playoff. That was his message to the team before this game. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. The Buckeyes offense will have the football first. They sure hope that dynamic connection that was on display last week rears its head and wreaks havoc again today, Jesse.
And last week, it didn't matter what the secondary was doing from a coverage standpoint, David, whether it was man, zone, double covered, ISO. These two were simply unstoppable. Huge challenge for the defense today.
Well, maybe they try the triple coverage. I mean, because obviously nothing worked a week ago, but I've got to take his main threat away. Obviously a superstar out wide. Like, I've got to make somebody else beat me. Obviously a great QB wide receiver duo. I'm just not letting that wide receiver get me today.
Watching film of this guy, one of the things that really stood out to me was his catch radius, how you just need to throw it somewhere near his body, and he can reel it in. How great was that one-handed stab? Just climbs the ladder. I thought for sure that thing was going to be falling incomplete, but he reels it in, and it's a massive first down for the offense.
Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Pulls it in. It's Smith. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. Sayin from the gun on 3rd down. The throw to the outside is complete. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. The Buckeyes had this offense rolling. Back to throw, it's Sayin. Complete with conviction on the crosser. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. From the red zone, it's Jackson. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They feed him again. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. The Buckeyes trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Sayin fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. Nowhere to go. Same song, 2nd verse, as this defense is ready for this guy. Lined up in the gun on 3rd down. Sayin. Touchdown! Buckeye! Right on the money, and he makes the grab in the end zone. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth the chance to have another look. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. And he's going to bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So Maryland's offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And finding space to throw the football against this secondary will be a challenge.
Hey, man, I can't wait to watch this chess match today. This defense, they are so buttoned up, man. They are dialed in. They know exactly who they are. They can run zone. They can run man. They can stop the run. Like, they make things really hard for quarterbacks, Jesse. And this quarterback on the other side, He's pretty dang good, so I'm excited to see this matchup.
He's really good. He just has to be keyed in on timing. The ball has to come out on time. You can't stare things down against this defense because they're going to make you pay. And they try to make you see ghosts. I think one of the really good things about this defense is that they do a nice job disguising their coverages and changing the picture pre-snap to post-snap. So we know this quarterback physically, obviously, one of the most talented in the country, but mentally today, he has got to be sharp.
Hang on, Swoopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on third down. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down.
And obviously it's still early in this football game, but after giving up a touchdown on the first drive and then coming out, like the worst thing you can do as an offense is go 3 and out and put your defense right back on the field. So that was a big third down to kind of settle them down and give them some more opportunities.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Running inside, it's Smith. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters, and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Catches it at the 15. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. Going to the run, it's Smith. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. To the air, it's Washington. Pucks it out of the air. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Gives it on the option. Touchdown, Terrapins! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point is good. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Going to have to come up with a play on 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. Rushes on him, looking for a deep man. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away. And the Buckeyes decide to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. The Terrapins will get things going on offense as they come onto the field. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. A quick pass to the left. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Run inside. It's Smith. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Back to throw. It's Washington. Fires quickly. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the 1st down. The Terrapins come to the line with a new set of downs. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Webb. Caught, and he's got room. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Maryland!
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Fielded in the end zone. It's Parker. Slips through the line. He's on the loose. There he goes. Open it up. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Ohio State. He is a field-flipping machine. Taking on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And he added the extra point. You get a return like that, and it can't just be the guy with the ball who's right. Everybody has to do a job, and they did that in brilliant fashion on that one. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Scanning the field, it's Washington. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Durr. Free up the gut. Inside the 30. He'll be stopped, but not before. He carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. And the Terrapins trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Here comes the option. And maybe a wise move not to even try the pitch as he's knocked down in the backfield. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the 2nd. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. The run up the middle, looking for the score. He's going for the goal line. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. After giving up that big play, this defense has been a rock. 3rd and goal coming. He's looking to throw. The screen, and watch out. Touchdown, Terrapins! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the point after is good. Coming out with it, it's Cross. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Looking for room, it's Jackson. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Saying from the gun on 3rd down. Another incompletion on 3rd down. The Buckeyes will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in, looking for space. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Williams. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Makes the catch. It's Fleming. Several defenders there to get him on the ground. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on 3rd down. To the ground to try to move the chains. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. The Terrapins will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He fields the punt in his own end zone. So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Crosses to 40. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Offense trying to keep them off balance on 1st and 10. On the run, it's Jackson. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. They'll try the left side. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again. Ball's at the 47, they're looking at a 3rd down and short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. There's a crease. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. The Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. Right back to the well. Inside the 15. He's now up to 83 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's 1st and goal. In the red area, it's Jackson. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Heftiness coming out on the goal line. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Nowhere to run, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. What will the offense dial up on 3rd and goal? They'll go right back to it. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The extra point here would tie the game. And they tacked on the extra point. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they finish it off with the score from the 4. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Running inside, it's Smith. He's going to lose a yard.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4. Looking for a man. It's Washington. Chucked it away just as he was hit. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. And the Terrapins line up to punt it away. Let's see what he can do with it. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Smith's got it. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
That's a bang-bang play, 3-step slant. They rep this over and over in practice so they can go and execute it on game day like that.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Caught in the backfield. It's Smith. Base to grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. And the Buckeyes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Say it. A shot toward the end zone. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, even though that pass was incomplete, I wouldn't be shocked if this defense in the second half decides to play some deeper coverages. This offense has already shown they're willing to be aggressive, and they've got a lot of speed. Moving forward, this defense cannot afford to give up big plays in the passing game.
Right on the money. Could not make his way to the corner. Maryland uses its second timeout. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this fourth down. The Buckeyes will go for it here on fourth down. Can't make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs.
Great coverage on that fourth down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Finds his man. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Looking downfield, it's Washington. Unloads to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete. Jarred loose by the hit. Better find the ear plugged. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. It's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover. And he had an opportunity there to make something out of nothing, but things just got sideways and the ball came free.
I just like the effort on defense, okay? They couldn't get to the quarterback initially in the pocket. He starts scrambling, and they don't quit. You saw all of the effort of everybody pursuing the QB, catching up to him, and then creating the fumble. Awesome job.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
He's got it. Makes the grab at the 6-yard line. It's first and goal. Here's Sayin to throw. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Buckeye!
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Paul? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? The run inside. It's Williams. Picked up a few on that run, but this defense able to keep him contained here late in the half. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Man, notable storylines all across the sport today. So let's roll up our sleeves and get you updated here in Week 6. Let's start with the USC Trojans taking on the number 17 team, the Penn State Nittany Lions. And it's USC coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. The victory gets this team to 4-2. It has not been a perfect start, but they are right in position entering the second half. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back over to your game in Columbus. It's hardly a secret what this team wants to do. They want to feed the beast, let him run it, and control the line of scrimmage. Ground and pound, and continue to add to this lead in the second half. And with that, we send it back to the guys in the shoe.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They start this third quarter, 1-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. The give to the back. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Hang on, Sloopy, the Buckeye crowd alive on third down. Looking to pass, it's Washington. Unloads it left. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. The Terrapins will call on their punt team. Makes a catch. Wants to make a move upfield. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. Motion from the wideout. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. Now facing a third and long. Sayin from the gun on third down. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass. The Buckeyes will bring the punt team onto the field. And they'll just down it right there.
Dude, how about that boom? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Got it behind the line. It's Smith. He's got enough for the first down at the 14-yard line, and no matter what happens on this drive, just getting out of jail in your own end is a win. Looking outside, it's Williams. A really nice run from deep in his own territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 29. And the Terrapins have it with a 1st and 10. Smith takes the handoff. At the 40, there he goes. Running room in the middle. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. Touchdown, Maryland! He got a step and just dusted the field.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we are tied up in the 3rd. Quick work on that scoring. Four plays. And they certainly finished it in style with a 71-yard touchdown run. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. Throw it, say it. That's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. And after the turnover, there's a man still down. And now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Open on the left side, it's Smith. Ripping through the defense. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
On defense, man, you've got to tackle the catch against this guy. He has way too much speed. One of the fastest players in all of college football. If you even give him an inch, if you let him get a few steps, he is gone. And you saw that game-breaking speed on that last catch there. Let's be interesting now to see if this defense mixes up their coverages a little bit more, but no question they've got to tackle better on the back end.
And he'll be hit immediately, no gain on the play. They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. Sayin from the gun on 3rd down. Fires to the big fella. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the 1st. Despite failing earlier on 4th down, they will try again here. Sayin to throw for it on 4th. Got it! Touchdown, Ohio State! They take the lead with the 6. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They march 78 yards down the field, and the capper a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Snags it quickly on the left. At the 35, he's open. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now, get ready for another one.
And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chains. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Fleming. Oh, he's got some space. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. They'll throw it from the red zone. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. The Terrapins now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Tight end now in motion. Caught in the backfield, it's Durham. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Ball's at the 24, a lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. Wants to throw it. Makes the grab. He will not get there. A stop on third down leaves him with a fourth down from the 18-yard line. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Dead center perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Cross. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Running inside, it's Jackson. Oh, what a move. Rams him with the stiff arm. He now has 111 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing.
Those outside runs, if they can get the edge, like they do a great job on the right guard, right tackle, getting the edge. And now what does this do? This makes cornerbacks come up and tackle. Safeties come up and tackle. As opposed to linebackers and big defensive players, you get your guy out in space where he can use his speed and his physicality against guys that usually cover and don't come up and make tackles.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Fires to the wideout. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Complete. And they make the stop just short of the line to gain. Inches to go. It'll be 4th down. They wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Trying to keep this drive alive. He'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It's enough to move the chains for the first down.
And it's a good choice because he gets it, but I think it's a good choice all the time. When you get towards midfield, you got to be aggressive. It's about scoring points. 4th and inches, I can get inches. I've worked on this. I've practiced this. Nice job by the...
Makes the catch and he's free. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They go back to work for the first down in the final period of this one. Sayin throws for the tight end. Working the big fella downfield and outside. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. So this offense has the lead. They have the ball. They have the clock on their side and a chance perhaps to... He got it! That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Barrels ahead. And he's in! Touchdown, Buckeyes! fourth quarter as they go for their 6th straight win. And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point fourth quarter lead. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Maryland's offense comes out ready to go on the attack. Giving up that last touchdown was an absolute killer. Now it's a 2-possession game. They must get something here. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Makes a grab deep. He's showing it all. The juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. They'll run it. It's Williams. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll send the back in motion. To the air, it's Washington. Quick strike complete. Touchdown, Terrapins! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. The Terps respond. The AT unit on the field. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him...
Oh, what vision! And there he goes! They won't get him! It's a touchdown!
When we talk about the 3 facets in football, offense, defense, and special teams, and that huge return extends their lead here late. That is such a gut punch. But what a great job picking up blocks and a phenomenal job by that return man, showing you the vision and the speed to score that touchdown.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Terrapins will get things going on offense as they come onto the field. Giving up that last touchdown was an absolute killer. Now it's a 2-possession game. They must get something here. Trying to start the drive with a pass. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. And the Terrapins want to crank the tempo.
Well, what a great job by the defense and phenomenal effort chasing down the quarterback, getting that sack for a huge loss, and now they're licking their chops, lining up in tempo. They're ready to do it again.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it.
Well, the offense got themselves into...
They're going to go for it, and they're not going to huddle here on 4th down. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. He lets one fly deep. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. They are so close to a score, they can smell it on the first play of the drive. 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeye! With that, they are closing in on bowl eligibility, but with this big lead and a 6-0 start, much bigger dreams for this squad.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the 4th. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Looking for a man. It's Washington. Quickly out to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback, rally to the football, gang tackle, and you're going to win this game.
Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Not able to get outside. They tried to run wide, and they got nothing. It'll be 4th down. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Going for the marker on the ground. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. 4th and short, ball right at midfield. Really don't have a lot to lose by not going for it there. Got it in stride inside the 20. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Here's the pressure. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Quarterback moving. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. The Terrapins racing to the line in a hurry-up. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Tight end finds a soft spot. Touchdown, Maryland! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Smart move to keep it on the ground. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming. Maryland uses its 2nd timeout. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? No reason to do anything here except keep it on the ground on 2nd and 4. Got a little grass. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. The Terps will use their last timeout. They can't stop it again. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the 1st down. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll run it to the right. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. They'll try to run for it. There he goes. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. They get the win. They are now bowl eligible, but when you have a